Welcome to this video on cloud computing technical components. In this video, we are going to look at the different technical components that make up cloud computing, the real software as well as hardware components. Let me highlight the objectives that we are trying to attain via this particular video. We will describe the web services, explain service-oriented architecture or SOA, discuss Web 2.0, explain agile development, discuss various application servers used by the end consumers or business. First of all, let us look at what exactly we mean by SOA. SOA stands for Service Oriented Architecture. It is a set of principles and methodologies applied by software engineers to design and develop software in the form of interoperable services. When I say interoperable, it means any two platforms can have access to the information or data through a unified or uniform channel. Service-oriented architecture are services which are usually built in the form of components that can be reused. These components can be reused for the purpose of other than they are originally intended to. Just to understand this with a very brief example, if a company is already providing a price list to its vendors, it may be used internally by the organization. Over a period of time, the company realizes that rather than sending this price list to the vendors through a mail, they can host a particular connection point in their web server through which the vendors, whenever they want, refer to this particular price list. Now here we have just created a simple service-oriented architecture. Now one of the components of the service-oriented architecture is the web service. Web service is a small software application, and this software application is with a standardized way of providing interoperability between the disparate applications. The web service might be developed using any platform, might be using any programming language, or it may have its components which are written or developed for different purposes. However, when it comes to the availability, the web services will have a unique and uniform way in which they can be accessed, irrespective of how they have been developed, in what languages this software application has been written. A web service ideally have a service provider, the one who hosts the service or one who runs the service. And the other component is the service requester, which is technically known as a client. Whenever a client wants, they can connect to a web service and they can access the information that is provided by the web service. Now, this entire model is very simple to use and easy to adopt. The clients don't have to develop anything at their end, which is very high-end technical, as well as the service providers don't have to keep on modifying something in their infrastructure to gather this information and provide it to the clients. Now, web services is basically, as I said, language neutral. This could be written in Java. The client could be written in Perl, Python or Ruby. It could be written in any other programming language. The service providers can use any language of their own choice, and clients can access this information through their own choice of interfaces or applications that they have developed using any particular programming language. Another component of the service-oriented architecture as well as cloud computing is Web 2.0. Web 2.0 is a second generation of World Wide Web which brings the shift from static HTML pages to a more interactive and dynamic experience. Facebook, Google Hangouts, etc. These are all the examples of Web 2.0. In Web 2.0 type of World Wide Web, the users can have instantaneous publishing of information or data, and they can interact with each other seamlessly. The key feature of the Web 2.0 is the is the exchange of online information via social media, blogging and web-based communities. Interactive experience between the user and web publishers is very, very easy and it is instantaneous. Now, if you look at it, this Web 2.0 represents a more populist version of the web where people do not want to view or look into the static pages. They want vibrancy in the information that they are accessing. We all are using Web 2.0 whenever you are updating your status on any social media site or maybe in your mobile, etc., wherever it is. Now look at this another concept which is called as agile development. Agile development is a lightweight software engineering framework. Lightweight because it doesn't require any heavy developing or heavy lifting in terms of the development of the application software. Now let me highlight and describe a couple of features of it. One of the features of agile development is iterations. When I say iterations, when a particular software is developed, it goes through the repetitive process of modification, changes and innovation. There is a close collaboration between the development team and business so as to very clearly understand the needs as well as translate these needs into the actual application software. There is a constant communication between the teams. The teams are well knit and there is no communication gap which leads to any kind of confusion as far as the development is concerned. Now this is also one of the very vital component of cloud computing because agile development will help the cloud computing to have the provisioning done very fast about the application and software, etc. Now next area or next component of the cloud computing is the application servers. Application servers are type of servers which are designed to install, operate and host applications and services for users, IT services and organizations. They are known as application servers for the very simple reason because they are actually containing the application software. Now let me summarize what exactly we have covered in this video related to cloud computing technical components. The key points that we have discussed in this video is one is SOA, which refers to the set of principles and methodologies which are used to develop software in the form of interoperable services. Web services, which involve service provider and a service consumer or the requester known as the client. Web 2.0, which is the new age of World Wide Web and it facilitates exchange of information online via social media, blogging and web-based communities. We also had a very brief look at the agile software development or what is called as agile development, which is lightweight software engineering framework. And finally, I gave you a very quick idea about the application servers which facilitate the hosting and delivery of the high-end consumer or business applications.